speaker, Gia Sachdev, a 15-year-old teenager who is a passionate writer and believes that writing is an expression to her thoughts and feelings, which gradually turned writing as an integral part of her. Her, her fascination with words made her come up with the idea of a weekly newsletter by teenagers about the glories of the world and who is also a model UN trainer and runs her own model UN workshop. She joined the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic as a cause ambassador to the Find a Bed initiative. She used her voice through social media to amplify the cause to help save lives and promoted this initiative to help all those people finding a bed. Gia, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Sahana, and thank you, Xceedibles, for having me here. It indeed is an honor. So, as Sahana already mentioned, I run my own weekly newsletter, The Infinite Insight, which is by the teenagers and for the teenagers. And I also run my own Model UN workshops. Now, the story behind me initiating my own workshops is quite a bit interesting because I, for one, was not even introduced to Model UN till sixth grade, which is not quite bad, if I may mention, because generally students actually come, join into the MUNs at the age of around in grades 10 and 9th and around that, but I was introduced to it in the sixth grade. And how I was introduced it was is actually quite funny because some of my seniors dropped out at the last moment, and my teacher that particular senior teacher, the head of that particular event, already knew me. So she was like, Gia, uh, you are not going to attend the school for today and you need to go on the bus. She took permission from my mother and she was like, all right, go. You need to attend a Model UN conference at this school. And you just have to be yourself and you will be all well. And I was like, all right, ma'am, may I know some more details? Kehti, oh, she was like, oh, it's all right. You will be quite familiar with it once you are there. You just have to be yourself and just let it go. I was like, great, I am going to an inter-school competition. Very good. It's such a brilliant opportunity. Now I went there, and the first day when I came back home, I told to my mother that Mama, mera sir dard ho raha hai. I just want to go back. I don't want, because this was a 3-day conference, like the all the MUN workshop conferences are. So this was a 3-day thing, and at the first day itself, I was like, I don't want to go back. The second day, I am going to attend my school. I'm good with it. I just don't want to go. And my mother was like, no, you have taken a commitment. You have to, fulfill it. Even though you aren't interested, don't participate it in the next from the next time. You just have to complete it this time. I went. The second day, I'm quite proud because I was the delegate of India, and I'm sorry, I was a delegate of China, and I gave the delegate of USA quite a good debate on at least one point. So I'm very proud of myself because I actually stood for myself and spoke the second day. And when I came back home, I was like, all right, it's not that bad. I'll try it again in another meeting. It's fine. I'll go again. Third day, I was there. I didn't win any prize, but of course, I got that confidence that I can do this. And that's how I started my own MUN journey. Now, I learned everything about MUNs from the conferences itself. Like, I was not taught about it much. So now, when I am quite familiar with it, I just feel that I feel responsible that I should not let any other child who are afraid of MUNs just after seeing the visible part of it, and I should make them familiar to it by running my own MUN workshops. Now, this is my MUN story, but I again feel that the problem in our generation is the competition, that they don't exactly help each other. They just feel that we just want to go ahead of the other person and just we want to be on the top, which is not a bad attitude, I would say that. But again, not helping anyone would not really let anyone grow. We need to work together, we need to work together, and we need to grow together. And this is my motto. This is also the motto for my newsletter, which I'll come back to later. So this just we if we work together and grow together, we'll do wonders, trust me. Because time management and opportunities, we have everything, we literally have everything. And I'd say that being a leader like you all here is a privilege. And just if you manage your time well, if you organize, if you are I'd add this because I, from a very early age, I just like everything very organized. I Everyone says that Gia, all of my friends and some of my cousins as well say mention this, that Gia, you are quite, you looks like a quite studious girl. You're always doing something or the other. You're not much invested in entertainment and ghumna firna. You're not much into it. But I'm like, no, I'm not like that. Please don't create that image of mine. I am a fun loving girl. I just looked at it this way, that you can do anything because you have the same 24 hours that I do, right? I have my 6 hours ka school and 8 hours sleep, basic sleep, right? 8 hours of sleep is the need, is a necessity. And after that, I have 10 hours, 10 free hours in my hand. I can do anything that I want. I can have fun, I can watch TV, I can work on myself, I can let myself and the others grow. So I just feel that if you have that confidence in yourself, if you do feel that, if you have the confidence in yourself and you have the proper insights for what you're interested in, you literally can do anything at all in the world. Because if you have a bit of discipline, of course discipline is very very necessary in today's world and every time, in fact. If you have discipline and lots of fun, I assure you that you're going to do wonders. You are going to go way ahead in the world. You're going to do everything that you want to. There's no looking back. There's no stopping you. You can do anything at all. Now, because I just feel that if you are organized enough, you have everything you need. And if you're organized, you organize everything well, there's seriously no stopping. Now, talking of organizing, I'd like to share this instance. I had this event I volunteered in, and I went to Chandigarh for the same. So that time, what happened was, in my school, our school was hosting an inter-school event. So we were the host, and okay, and it was a virtual event. So from the opening ceremony to the closing ceremony, everything was in my hands. So basically, my teacher was like, "Jia, I trust you." She trusted me. Now again, a leader should be able to be a trustworthy person. You have to be trustworthy enough. Only then will you be able to do wonders. As I said, these are just the points that you should keep in your mind while doing anything you want. So again, coming back, my teacher trusted me and she was like, Gia, take the lead, go ahead, I leave it up to you. You have to organize the entire event. And I was like, all right, I'll be there for sure. Opening ceremony was done. Now the competition was it was the peak of the competition basically, and I had to volunteer and go for it I had to volunteer for an event and go to Chandigarh for the same. So I went there, and when I was in Chandigarh, the competition was at the uh, end part of it. So like the closing ceremony stuff was happening. So I was there, and again, I had to coordinate with my juniors and seniors, and all of them have had their exams, and it was their board years. So all of them had their exams, and I had to understand that they can't be bothered again and again for making the videos, because they were along with me, they were also the speakers. So I just talked to them. I was like, it's all right, you have to make the videos. And they did a absolutely wonderful job. I talked to them, like, now it was my event, right? So I took, whenever I had time in my break, I talked to my juniors, I talked to my seniors, and I talked to my teachers and coordinated them with them very well. I was like, "Ho jayega." See, because as a leader, your only focus should be that whatever task you have in your hand, you have committed to it. Right now, I couldn't have just let my teacher's trust down. I couldn't have let her down that, now, ma'am, I'm in Chandigarh, I'm out of town, I can't be there. And it's not just a function, it's some important event, I have to be there. I just couldn't let her down, right? Again, as a leader, you have to be committed towards the task you take. If you feel that you cannot take the task, or work on it and go for it the next time, it's all right. But at least just be committed towards what you have already approached, what you have already been approached for, right? So now the Chandigarh wala incident was this, but basically my main point of sharing this incident is that just because you feel that you don't have much to do, you don't have much time on your hand, or you are not good at something, is not really something that should stop you from doing it, right? You can do anything that you want. Again, I'm mentioning this because I really want you all, for this thing to settle in your heads, that you actually can do anything you want, only if you have the confidence in yourself, if you are interested in what you do, and again, have that confidence, have the motivation, have the inspiration to do something, you can do literally anything again. Now, because our parents keep saying that your generation is blessed, you have so many opportunities, and that is the fact. They didn't have much opportunities as we do today. We're just few touches away from a new world itself. What you need is, like we say, that you need to think outside the box, you also need to look outside the box. If you look outside the box, you can find opportunities that interest you, that you may not even know about. But again, once you get introduced to it, you can again do anything, right? So, like, my newsletter, at my newsletter again, we promote the fact, we encourage all the writers to just pen down their thoughts, write what they feel. They can do anything they want over there, because it's, again, I enjoy writing. I really enjoy writing. And I just felt that this is a wonderful platform that I can start, not just for, opening, just initiating opportunities, but also for making other students and other children get a platform to write about. Because there are many great writers in the world, teen writers in the world, and they just don't get that kind of a platform in the schools. They do get opportunities, but they need something out of the box, right, in the real world. And the Infinite Incitement newsletter is an opportunity in the real world, where you can just enjoy and write and have fun, and just, just express yourself. As a leader, you should be you should be a very expressive person, because only when you're able to express your thoughts is when you actually can able to communicate with the other fellow members, right? And if you're able to communicate your thoughts to the other person in a polite manner, because you need to understand this, that being a leader does not mean that, okay, I'm going to give the orders, I'm going to say what you need to do, and you just have to follow me. No, a leader should always be open to suggestions. It sometimes may be that you are not always the official leader of the gang, but even if you know, exercise your voice, stand up for yourself, you really can, take the team forward. And as I said, you can make your team grow together. And again, that is what we focus on. We encourage teenagers and writers to just pen down their thoughts. Now, there have been many instances, like I enjoy writing. There are some of my friends who enjoy writing too. So we all were like, okay, I told them, I communicated my idea, and they were like, all right, this is a great idea, we should do this. We started it, and we, just circulated the news, we circulated the information, and everyone was like, ye to sahi lag raha hai. The writers were like, this is a great opportunity, we should be there. They came some. I also say that there were some long lasting writers who are still with us, and they are doing very well. But there were also some jo I dekha, and they just went, which is not a quality of a good leader, right? I'm not saying that they can't be a leader, but because everyone can be a leader, it's just that you need to, make those qualities of yours visible to the world by exercising those qualities to the world. That is how you be the leader, because everyone is a leader. I hear Sandhya ma'am saying that I don't know any leader who hasn't been born, right? So you are a leader. You are born to be a leader only if you exercise your voice, only if you exercise your thoughts and those skills in the right manner, in the correct manner. So again, like there are some of there are some of the, the writers who aren't exactly a writer, and honestly, to be honest, they just joined our community to to build their profile. They were like, now we're in 11th, we need to build a profile. I was like, fine. They had the particular interest. Some had their entertainment, some had books, reading, stuff like that, everything at all. So now I was like, okay. They were like, first article aa gaya, and I was like, okay. The first chance, they were like, we don't know how to write. How do we write? I was like, you just need to take a pen, you just need to take a paper, sit by yourself, calm yourself down in any way you want to do that, and you just need to write down what you feel. First, do it in points, write the article straight away, do it your way, but just do it and bring it to me. First time I helped them, second time I helped them, third time I helped them, and trust me, everyone, the fourth time they did so well. Not exactly the fourth time, but yes, there has been some gradual improvement over the time, that they now actually enjoy writing, and not just for building their profile, but they actually enjoy writing. So that is because you we I am I'm blessed to say that this, because of me and the entire team, we all grow together as a leader. And I love that I'm bringing opportunities to other writers as well, who weren't even interested in writing. Now if I look back while I'm saying this, find it quite funny, and I find it quite surprising that they actually weren't interested in writing, but now when you read the articles, they're just mind-blowing, they're outstanding. And again, that is what I'm saying, that you can do anything that you want. You just need to give that thing a fair chance, right? You need to have interest in that particular part, and you need to give it a fair chance. And really, again, there's no looking back then. I mean, there might be many of you would have interests that would differ from the interests that others might want you to pursue, right? But trust me, when you actually do stuff like that you're interested in, and the other people see that you are actually doing it well, they'll be more proud of yourself. Now, say that you want to be a dancer, for example, right? And the other people want you to be a doctor. When they see that you're actually improving in being a dancer, you actually are having a well renowned journey and improved journey being a dancer, they'll be more proud of yourself, and they'll gradually themselves understand that if you had been a doctor, you wouldn't have been, doing so much that you're doing today. And I feel blessed that I was always given the opportunity by my mother, that it's all right, you can pursue anything that you want. Even now, she's like, do whatever you want in the world. e- Even after I grow up, after university, do whatever you want to do. It's just that be interested in it, and whatever you do, just do it well. But that is how you be a leader, right? You need to open your own wings, fly high, do whatever you want to do, just have interest, have those skills, make those skills visible to the world. And again, something I'd like to add is that being a leader, as I said, is not about कि I me myself, मैंने जो बोल दिया वो हो गया. It's not like the Bollywood dialogue कि एक बार मैंने कमिटमेंट कर दी, उसके बाद किसी की नहीं सुनेंगे. It's not like that, right? You need to be a good listener, and you need to be empathetic enough. If someone is coming to you with a problem, you actually need to look at it from their point of view, and then solve, and then look into it, and then help them. And that is how you become a leader. Being a leader, you can only become a well loved leader when you actually listen to the community. Politics में भी क्या होता है, यही होता है ना, that whichever politician is there and who listens to the community, who listens to the citizens, is who is the most loved, is who is the elected one, the ruling party, etc. So that is what I'm saying, that even if you want to do anything that you want, you just need to be a good leader. And I'm sure that here your community is giving you such good training to be a leader, that being a good listener, being empathetic enough, and again, being confident in yourself and just being yourself would help you do very, very, very well wonders. And in fact, I invite you all to my newsletter. You can subscribe to it. You can write in it. You can give ideas. I'll be there. I am the editor, right? It's my job to help you guys, and not just because it's my job, it's my responsibility, but as an editor, I not only as an editor, but if I say that I am a leader, then I have to actually help the other person. Even if I wasn't the editor, I should be able to help the other person. And that is how you should be going in your life, be it writing or be it any other career, any other interest you want to pursue. So again, I'd like to, in fact, if I may, ma'am, I'd love to put in the website of our newsletter so that you can all just go check out how newsletter works, and you will be able to join in and write and subscribe and do whatever you want there.
Go ahead. You could do it. You could put it on the chat of the Google Meet right away.
Yes, ma'am, of course.
And
And
maybe one of them, maybe